What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. A quick video really. We're about halfway through the year and I thought it made sense to do a video that kind of was focused more on-chain data and exactly where we are in the crypto markets right now, because we're in the middle of summer, we're certainly in a bull run, but things do feel a little bit kind of boring and like we're in a bit of a lull at the moment. So this might just help us kind of understand how to feel, because maybe some people are feeling like they should exit the markets, which personally I think is not the right thing to do. But just want to talk about where the market could go, where Bitcoin could be, and ideally what altcoins could be doing potentially next. So yeah, just want to say as well, before we do smash out this video, it won't be a massively long one. Thank you to all new patrons. You know who you are. The link is down below if you want to become a patron and get those signals and enhance your portfolio. And yeah, let's crack on, guys. Things are going very, very well. So altcoin season index is the first thing I just want to show you before we start talking about the total market cap, which is the major milestone, the major barometer right here. So we can look at some historical data, more on that later. But firstly, we're in a Bitcoin season and I was just kind of sort of back testing some coins out there. If you look over here in October 2023, it's the last time we were in a Bitcoin season, and that's when we flipped that Bitcoin season into an alt season, and it took 3 months from October, November 23 to January and February of 2024. So just a back test on a few coins. You can see this yellow vertical line shows you exactly October 2023, and after that occurred, you can indeed see the price over here go up by 5x for Gala Games, for example. Or you can also have a look at Link, another one. And you can see, again, that yellow vertical line is October 2023. And you're just looking at the price and it goes up by about 2x over there. So I do think we're in a good place to be accumulating. Of course, there could always be downside, and this is not financial advice, but just want to overall just go through it. So we're in a Bitcoin season. Maybe in the next 3-4 months, we could be back in an altcoin season. Maybe it takes a bit longer. Maybe it takes 6 months. But right now, I feel like alts are really sleeping. And I think we do need to also ensure that we are patient. We could still see a couple months of red here. It's not unknown to see red months of July and August, and then more greener months of September, October, November, or the bear months later towards the end of the year. So I'm also anticipating goodness at the end of the year, but I think the summer might not be so exciting, and we are certainly seeing that as a reflection on the charts right now. You can also see, look, something to remember, it took almost 3 years to break the previous cycle's total market cap in 2021. If history does repeat, we could range until Q4. And I think Q4 is really what we need. We need to be so patient for this next kind of 3 months here. We need to be patient, not make any irrational choices or any weird sort of high risk plays really. But I think accumulating is a nice thing to do, slowly but surely, and just find those accumulation and support regions, those points of interest that you've been waiting for to then potentially buy into. So by total crypto market cap, what do I mean by that? It's the valuation of all things crypto, every altcoin, Bitcoin, every meme, all compiled into one. We're sitting at 2.44 trillion. And yes, we've seen Bitcoin hit an all-time high, but the one thing we've not seen hit an all-time high yet is the overall valuation of blockchain, which has not gone to its all-time high yet. Last time, if you look at 2017, the famous run, we corrected down 87% of the global blockchain valuation to 88.7 billion. Then there was a massive run, and you start retesting that previous market cap all-time high, which for 2017 it was 785 billion. When you do break through, which is this white rectangle, that's when you get that continuation, and that took the previous record from 760 billion up to a whopping 3.03 trillion. So the overall growth there was about 281%. I expect the next cycle to be diminishing. I don't think we will overall see a large increase in terms of reaching 10 trillion or 8 trillion. I think that's quite optimistic, but not unrealistic in a way. But you can see each time we get these cycle highs, the overall corrective phase now is also looking like it's less. It's not as harsh. You can see the last overall correction for blockchain value was 74% from 87%, which makes me also speculate with ETFs and with all the TVL in crypto and the new projects and things like this, I think we might only see maybe a 65 to 70%. So if we do come up to 7.5 trillion, in this bull run, which would be fabulous, we might get like a 65% correction. But I still think It's hard to say exactly where. Now, what was so interesting about actually when we had the correction of 2021 is you can see we came down exactly where the market cap all-time high was for crypto in 2017. That's so interesting. So what if you fast forward again, are we going to see potentially, because this was the 2020 cycle and we corrected 5 years later. So we can assume 5 years gap. What if we then do the bottom here? So what if this is the new next market cycle, bear market bottom? So that could be a thing as well. Maybe $2.4 trillion will be the next bottom, and maybe secretly we're just sitting at that bottom. We don't really know. It's hard to say. But I think overall we got to see us break through $3 trillion. If we can break through the 3 trillion, things will start looking extremely bullish. And we are sitting in a bit of consolidation. It does look very bull flaggy. And, nothing's moving too volatile. But if we get that move to the upside, guys, we're going to be looking at $3, $4, $5 trillion. And that's when we can start to see those altcoins move. That's when we can start to see Bitcoin move again. The markets will pick up. And I think they'll pick up very excitingly. Also, just want to say, please get yourself into my Discord, which is down below. There's over 26,000 lovely people in there. Link is down below for the Discord if you want to come say hi. Don't be shy. And honestly, it's really, really cool. Love you guys. You guys are amazing. Have really helped. Seeing you guys shine and just seeing the result in there and seeing you all care for each other and look out for each other is also just a wonderful thing. Now moving on again. Yeah, it's hard to say exactly where I think this market cap is going to go. Nobody truly knows the true answer. People can speculate. Before we went over the 2.618 fib, if we were to do that this time round, what's it going to look like? It's going to look like roughly a $6.7 trillion blockchain market. So that could be a realistic place to start. The $6 to $7 trillion region. Could that be where we overall see the blockchain markets go? Fear and Greed Index, we're at 74 at the moment, which is pretty good. Like I said, the Gala link, buying at the alt season, or the Bitcoin season period where we haven't seen the alts run yet, proved to do well last time. I have recently also bought into a new coin. I've grabbed some Notcoin tokens. I'm not sure if you guys have watched that video on Notcoin. Probably not, which is absolutely fine. But I have indeed decided to buy $10,000 worth of Notcoin. And there's a good chance it will probably even go down. But I'm actually holding this for 6 months. No matter what, I'm just going to see what happens. Notcoin does it very good. Bit of news. I want to talk about that as well. With ETFs, Bitcoin ETF sucked up 2 months of Bitcoin mining supply in the first week of June. It says here, in the first full trading week of June, US Bitcoin ETFs acquired almost as much Bitcoin as they did in the entire month of May. So that's crazy. Spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds and the US acquiring the equivalent of around 2 months worth of cryptocurrency mining supply. So you can really see how big that is. And this is the weekly Bitcoin buys of US Bitcoin ETF since their Jan 11 launch. You can see loads of buys on this recent week, 25,000 Bitcoins, which is absolutely insane. Really, really cool. Wasn't expecting to see that when I did some research this morning. But yeah, really in a pretty cool place. Also just want to shout out KSEX. If you are a trader out there, make sure you do your trading on KSEX, the decentralized way. A new exchange with a very similar UI and UX to MEXC. You don't need to KYC, like I say. Canada, America friendly. And what's beautiful about this one is you can withdraw up to 15 Bitcoin per day without the need of course, KYCing. And yeah, guys, how do you feel about these blockchain markets right now? Are you feeling the bullishness? Are you feeling the tiresome? The lull? Are you feeling the lack of patience kick in, or maybe you're questioning whether there is still upside? I personally think there's a lot of upside, and at the moment these markets are designed to make you believe that it's all over and getting a little bit boring. At the end of the day, I think we're sitting like here. We are about here. This is where we are, in my opinion. We're about here. So remember we had COVID, Black Swan event 2020, that kind of crazy event. So this red rectangle marks the entire length of the 2020 bull market, the famous one. And you can see that, just looking from that bottom there, that Black Swan event, because it was COVID, that's when I bought my first Bitcoin, we're about halfway. You can see we are literally about halfway. Now, what I'm also seeing from the bottom of the run that we're in now is that we're effectively sitting at the same point where we're creeping up to testing the previous all-time high. So that before that was halfway, that was half of the bull run. And right now we are in that same place. We're just below the previous all-time high, which is here. And then you could potentially assume, is this also the halfway mark? Are we just halfway at 500 days? Is this one going to drag out to 1,000 days? Will it take us through to 2025? Will it take us just through to the first quarter of 2025? So you can see we're missing a lot of upside still, which is this section here where we claw up and we came up to that 2.6 fib level. Are we going to now see overall the same similar story where we come up parabolic, get that correction, that 30% correction, then get that last little pump to the upside and then slowly creep away. Slowly, very slowly to the new bottom, market cycle bottom. So that's the way I sort of see it, guys. I know it's a boring video, but it's good to kind of align where we are with on-chain data, how our emotions feel with the performance of the market and the data that we do have here. Based on time alone and just the inflow and outflow of money. We don't have to overcomplicate things at all. And I think that's kind of a wrap here, guys. I don't really know what else to mention. Do sign up to CaseX. The link is down below. That really helped. Do remember as well, this is not a financial advice in this video. Nothing here is. It's all speculation. And if you do want to get those signals, there's only a few slots remaining with some other budget-friendly packages as well, like the Crypto Champion. So yeah, if you want those benefits, check out the Patreon down below. We've done our best to build it as best as possible. And thanks for watching this video. I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now. Stay good to safe. And I think we are in for a wild ride.